Today we're talking about the things you must do before you die.
But we're still so young.
You're in your 30s, get over it. Let's talk about that bit.
Hey, you're watching VidTalk on VoiceTube TV. I'm JR, who's over 30.
I'm Ray, I'm younger than he is. And today we're making our bucket lists.
Which means a list of things that you want to do before you actually kick the bucket.
So kicking the bucket, it's not a very visual saying. It's not literally you're kicking something. It's an English idiom which means to die, to pass away, to cease to exist biologically, to make an exit.
To lie in the arms of God.
Yeah, that's a way to put it, yeah. To die, basically, yeah. To kick the bucket. So it's a phrase. And this was first used in the 1700s where hanging through execution is still a thing.
Oh, it's not in fashion anymore.
Yeah, but what they do before they hang you is they make you stand on top of a bucket and you're up there, you're waiting for the moment for them to kick the bucket where you will drop and hang.
Hang yourself. Once again, we strongly recommend you to not do this at home. Please do cherish your life.
If you need any kind of special assistance,
you can call Ray.
I was gonna say call this hotline.
You're like,
and add something here.
都老师, 都教授.
No, don't call me. I can't help you. Call any hotline that's available to you.
Yeah. And speaking of which, there is a movie back in 2007 called The Bucket List, starring Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson, in which they play cancer patients, terminal cancer patients, which their doctors told them that they won't live more than 6 months. So they eventually meet up in the sick room and they come up with a plan. And that's a list of things that they want to do before they kick the bucket.
That's right. So that's called a bucket list, right?
Right.
But just to clarify here, we have a to-do list and then we have a bucket list.
Kind of different.
Right. These two are different, but also they're in essence the same. The reason why is because to-do list, it's a list of things that we want to do, right? A list of things that we want to get done, but it's more filled with mundane and dreary day-to-day chores. Right. Assignments,
errands.
Right. For example, taking out the garbage, cleaning your room, doing your homework, watching VidTalk.
That definitely goes on the top of your list, by the way.
Right. So these are more short-term goals that you need to accomplish. These are things that you need to get done within like a day, a week, a month. But on the other hand, a bucket list, it's a list filled with more exciting things that you've always wanted to do but never got around doing them.
Like long-term lifetime goals.
Right. So either you didn't have the opportunity, the time, or even the willpower to do them. But because they're so long-term, it's okay to just let them sit there, right?
For a while.
But in this movie, for these two cancer patients, it's not fine because they're about to die.
Yeah.
So that's why they made this bucket list and tried to put them into practice.
Right. So in the movie, this is the list that they made, the things that they wanted to do before they kicked the bucket. And first of all, skydiving.
This is living! I hate your rotten guts!
And then there's driving race cars.
You gonna drive it or buy it a dress?
Just getting to know each other.
And then there's riding motorcycles on the Great Wall of China.
Wait, is that a thing? Can you do that?
I don't know. You probably would get arrested for doing that.
Right, in China.
Should we try? We won't know until we try, right? Like next
right. We have JR and Ray on the Great Wall riding motorcycles.
Getting busted.
Hey, this is VidTalk on VoiceTube TV, and today we're going to talk about prison.
Life behind the bars.
But on a more serious note, there are more sentimental things on their list, right?
Oh yeah, in the movie they made a list of the things, and there were some sentimental things like helping a complete stranger, witnessing something epic in which they actually visited Egypt and saw the pyramids. Right.
Okay.
And then to kiss the most beautiful girl in the world.
Like a random beautiful girl on the street?
That would be sexual harassment. Should we try it? Getting busted again.
No, I don't think so. No. So who is this beautiful lady?
Well, in the end, actually, it didn't turn out the way most of us thought it would be. Because Jack Nicholson, he was having trouble with his daughter in the movie.
Okay.
And they had a bad relationship. But in the end, they made up. So Jack Nicholson kissed his granddaughter.
Ah, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yeah, little girl. It was really sweet. Okay, Ray, so what do you want to do before you die?
Do you have to put it so bluntly? I'm 26. It's still going to be a long time before I die. So
okay, in a more civilized way, what do you want to put on your bucket list?
Okay, in a more civilized way, my bucket list, at the top. So a lot of people, they have really crazy things on their bucket list. So they want to go to the highest mountain, to the lowest valley.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. I'm pretty modest. On the top of my bucket list is something really simple. I simply wanted to learn how to cook.
Wow.
Yeah.
That easy?
That's it. You're right. That's it.
You can do that tomorrow. Like,
well, I could, but I never got the opportunity or the time to really invest in cooking.
That's true. You're a busy person.
And I got inspired by my mom, actually, because she's such a great cook. And every time, nothing can challenge her. She can cook so many creative dishes. And every time at night, we'll be always surprised by all the dishes she brings to the table. And as a foodie, as a person who loves food, I think everybody would like to share their culinary creation with each other. So that's on the top of my list. I want to become a chef.
So the next time you get around that, remember to notice me. I'll definitely be your first customer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you out, right? So what about you, JR? What's on top of your bucket list?
Well, to be honest, I know I seem to be like a shallow guy, but actually I'm not. I'm quite deep.
Okay.
Well,
self-proclaimed.
Well, in college I was inspired by a documentary about global warming done by former President of the United States, Al Gore. Yeah, and in his speech, he made a specific point about how to communicate his idea to people. And he said, the only way I know how to do it is by city, person by person, family by family, and I have faith that pretty soon that enough minds are changed that we cross a threshold. So I was really touched by his speech. That's one thing that I really want to do. And what I want to spread out to people is the kind of positive attitude that I embrace in my own life. And that positivity. So I really want to reach out to people to be able to touch people's heart and change their lives before the day I die.
But you know what, JR? I think in a sense we're already doing it. You're already doing it.
We are?
Yeah, because we're doing video, right, through the internet. We're spreading things,
Oh, all that crap we just mentioned?
It's still, we're teaching English, right? We're positive, and we're telling people to have fun in their lives. All these good messages, right?
Dang, I have to come up with a new one.
Right? So you agree? So, today we're talking about bucket lists, right? And it's VidTalk, so we're going to bring you a video that's also on bucket lists. And today we've prepared a video from the Fung Bros. They're American, Asian Americans, and they talked about the top 6 things on their bucket list. So check out this video, and we will be back with our weekly challenge.
Hey, so you guys have heard of a bucket list before, right? It's basically a list of achievements or experiences that someone wants to have in their life.
Really common items that people have on their bucket list would be like skydiving, traveling around the world, or starting their own business.
So a lot of people out there have really, really long bucket lists, but due to lack of opportunity, time, and resources, they don't get to check everything off.
Today, we're gonna be talking about the 6 things on the Fung Bros bucket list that we always wanted to do.
So today on our weekly challenge, we're going to use the word bucket list. Okay, we've talked about it extensively already just now, but what is a bucket list, JR?
So bucket list is a list of things that you want to do before the day you kick the bucket.
That's right, before the day you die. So we want you to make a sentence using the phrase, start with this phrase: before I kick the bucket, I want to do such and such, right? Before I kick the bucket, I want to do such and such. Make a sentence starting with this phrase.
And leave it in the comment section below right here, and it might be on the next episode of VidTalk.
That's right. We look forward to seeing your bucket list and all your little stories. And that is a wrap for VidTalk today.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing this video.
And remember to subscribe to VoiceTube TV right up here, and come back every Thursday night for a new episode of VidTalk. Click right here for the previous episode, and click right there for our next episode of VidTalk.
That's right. And if you want to look for more Ray Do or more JR Lee, you can click down here on our specific individual YouTube channels: Ray Do English, JR Lee Radio.
And let's go into our comments left by you guys in our last episode where we talked about baseball.
Yeah, we were talking about baseball, and we asked you to use the word frenzy.
Right.
Yeah, which means in Chinese 狂热,狂喜.
对,狂喜, 兴奋.
Yeah. Teeny Lee said, iPhone launches always send Apple fans into a frenzy.
Which is true. They line up for 8 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for that one new product. Yeah.
Are you an Apple fan?
I use Apple products. I'm not a fan.
In other words, rich people. Just for the record. All right, next, this is He Jiaming. He said, Luke lost his money on the road, and what's worse, his girlfriend broke up with him. It sent him into a frenzy. Jiaming, is your name Luke? That's sad. We feel sorry for you.
I don't think he's looked right. I don't think so.
All right, last but not least, this is from Grace Huang. When I found that there is a new video on Ray's YouTube channel, it truly sent me into a frenzy. Did you write this?
I did not.
You definitely sent your fans to write these comments.
No, I did not. This is all right. This is coming from herself.
Okay, but anyways, he does have a very cool YouTube channel, so you should check it out, Ray Doing English. To finish this comment right here, this is primarily because I can learn something about English for free without feeling bored. There you go, it's free. That's the reason why.
And that's what we're doing here on VidTalk. We're gonna teach you English for free every single week and practice your English listening skills, and you can rack up some knowledge on interesting topics.
That is
so.
correct.
Remember to come back every Thursday for a new episode of VidTalk.
Once again, I'm JR.
I'm Ray.
And we'll
talk to you next time.